The 10 things that I'm about to reveal in this video will absolutely ruin your dispensary. So you should do the exact opposite. This is just a little fun exercise that I really like to do in order to figure out what I need to do moving forward. A lot of times we can figure out the negative visualization inside of our head to figure out what we shouldn't do. So if we know what we shouldn't do, we then just need to do the opposite to figure out what we should do. So in this exercise, what I'm going to go through is the 10 things that you need to do to ensure that you will destroy your dispensary. So then you need to do the opposite so then you can have a very, very successful dispensary. The first thing that you need to do if you want to completely destroy your dispensary is to ignore customer service. You need to not listen to customer requests, whether they come from phone, email, or even in person. You need to make sure you don't even respond to Google reviews. Don't even take Google reviews into consideration. You need to make sure when customers come in that you don't say hello and how to greet them. You then need to make sure that what happens when they come in the store and they ask questions, you give them wrong information so they have no clue what they're looking for. And then you also need to make sure that you just really don't care at all. Maybe you can even hit them. Okay, don't take it that far, but you get the point. So completely ignore customer service if you want your dispensary to be completely destroyed. So what does that mean? What do we need to do? We need to make sure we have a good customer service. We answer the questions well. We respond to our Google reviews. We make sure that we answer our phone. We make sure that we can answer the questions that our customers have to our best success. We need to make sure we do all of these things so that your customer ends up being happy. Number 2 is that you need to make sure that your store aesthetics and the cleanliness is completely neglected. So what do we need to see? We need to see all of the snow that's coming in for winter all over the store, where you don't have any mats to clean up any of the mud, where your inventory boxes are put all over the place, where your parking lot is a complete mess and there's things everywhere and people can't park anywhere. You need to go and make sure that your things on the shelves are not done properly. The organization, the objects, the products, whatever it is that you have up there are in complete disarray so that your customers have no clue what they need to do and no clue what products that you have available in stock. Number 3 is price your products not according to whatever your market and whatever your target avatar is supposed to be. So if you're in a highly affluent area, just go and shoot for the cheapest products available. And then when you're in a less affluent area, shoot for the most expensive products available, because they actually work counterbalance to each other. There's been a bunch of studies done where the product pricing itself affects the perceived value of everything that's going on. So if you're in a more affluent area and your products are just dirt cheap, people are going to think that the quality is very low. The whole saying essentially going that, you get what you pay for, right? And then again, if you're in a less affluent area and your products are just priced outside of the market and nobody can do anything, then nobody's going to be able to buy your product. So if you definitely want to make sure your dispensary is destroyed, don't do any market research, don't figure out what type of customers come into your store, and definitely don't price accordingly to the customers that are coming in. Number 4, lack product availability and variety. So always make sure that your products are out of stock. Make sure that you look at your most popular products and what the competitors are selling, and make sure that those aren't even there inside your store. The problem is that a lot of stores don't even take a look in their inventory and they don't manage to switch out the inventory of what they need. You don't swap out the things that you need to swap out for. You don't look at the ratio of flour to beverages to edibles to see how you can maximize essentially what you have going on. So what you need to do if you want to absolutely destroy your dispensary is make sure your products are never in stock and make sure you never have the variety available. So again, on the flip side is that you always want to make sure you have your product in stock, and then you always want to make sure you have a variety of products available as well. This isn't just about having the products inside your stores and just having as many products as possible. You have a limited amount of real estate, right? So you need to go back and look at your inventory. What is the inventory management, and how do you make sure that you're completely stocking every single week, every single 2 weeks on the products that you need to stock? Maybe it's even every single day. Probably not every single day, but at minimum every single week. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you go ahead and have the products available that the people are going to want to look out for. So are your eyes looking at brands that are having new releases that people are going to want the latest and greatest things, or are you just kind of rotating the same type of catalog hoping that the people are going to keep on coming back? So that's a complete no-go. If you want to destroy your dispensary, don't have a variety of products and don't have them in stock. Number 5 is ignoring your online presence completely. So if you've been watching this channel at all and you've been seeing anything that I've been doing, I've been saying that marketing your products and your store online is by far the greatest thing you're going to have from an ROI perspective and from a marketing perspective. The reason why is because people go online, they shop online first, and then they go see your store afterwards. So if you want to completely destroy your dispensary, what you need to do is make sure that you don't care about your online profile, you don't have a Google Maps listing up available, you don't care about SEO, you don't care about social media, you don't care about email, you don't have a loyalty system in place, just don't care about anything online or e-commerce related at all. You don't let people shop online, you don't let people browse your products, you don't let people find your store hours online. Don't show anything online, because if you don't show anything online, then your dispensary is going to be completely destroyed. Again, on the flip side is that if you show yourself online, then people are going to come, they're going to be able to Google you, they're going to be able to find you on social media, they're going to be able to find all these different ways to contact you, so then they can become customers and hopefully stay with you for a very, very long time. Number 6, completely disregard any marketing whatsoever. So in the last point, I was talking about a lot of online stuff, but just don't think about marketing whatsoever. Don't think about managing your in-store process to see if you have any deals. Don't think about worrying about any foot traffic. Don't think about worrying about the signage outside your store. Don't think about doing any local advertising campaigns. Don't think about anything. If you want your dispensary to be absolutely destroyed, especially with all of the competition coming up, you see it, new laws, new regulations are making it easier for people to enter the market. Just don't care about marketing at all. Don't care about SEO. Don't care about how people can find you on Google. Don't think about running any sort of marketing campaign or running any deals or having any loyalty or anything like that. If you want to completely destroy your dispensary, don't think about marketing whatsoever. Number 7, just like how if you don't care about your customers, if you don't care about your employees, your store will also be destroyed as well. Your employees are the lifeblood of your business, right? Obviously you have your customers and then you have your cash, but the single biggest predictor of having good Google reviews or not Google reviews is how good your employees are, or at least your bud tenders, right? And because your bud tenders are the people that are front facing in terms of how they're seeing your business. So your bud tenders are a direct reflection on your business itself, but then it goes even higher, right? Neglect your accountants, neglect your lawyers, neglect the real estate agents that can help you find space to expand and scale up. Like, neglect all of your employees and treat them very, very poorly. If you make sure that they never get any bonuses, they never get any time off, you never create an environment that's welcoming for them, and you're always making sure that there's pressure on them to hit these next KPIs and you're going to threaten them and fire them, nobody is going to like that environment, right? So what you need to do on the flip side is you need to make sure your employees are treated very, very well. Can you have an employee that is crushing it for you and that is going to continue crushing it for you? I would love to say that we are working with a bunch of dispensaries now where I worked with the marketing manager, now turned marketing director, when they had one store and now they're opening up 6 stores, right? You want that person to be able to thrive in an environment where they're able to grow and they're able to feel fulfilled, and they're also able to make money as well because they're doing it to make a living. So if you really want your store destroyed, make sure you treat your employees poorly. Number 8, neglect loyalty programs and incentives. So incentives get people through the door and they continue to address how people behave, and then the loyalty programs get people to keep on coming back, right? So a lot of times with incentives, people would normally not purchase if you didn't have a deal in the first place, whether it's a free delivery or a discount on a product and stuff like that, right? So if you definitely don't want any customers through your door who wouldn't have purchased from you already, don't offer any deals, don't offer any discounts, don't offer any services. And then if you want to make sure that they don't stay for a very long time in terms of being a loyal and reliable customer, make sure you don't have a loyalty program in place. Make sure you don't give them rewards, make sure you don't give them points, and make sure you don't give them anything for free. Because what's going to end up happening is that if you don't incentivize customers for coming in, and then if you don't incentivize customers to stay the long term, they're just not going to want to stay with you. They're going to go to another company that provides better deals and better long-term discounts and incentives so that you can stay on as a customer. So if you really want your store destroyed, then by all means, don't offer any incentives, deals, or discounts, and don't offer any loyalty programs as well. Number 9, very, very important. Completely neglect any customer feedback. So we spoke about customer service before, where I was like, if you really want to destroy your store, just make sure you hit your customers on the way in. But on that same note, getting customer feedback is incredibly, incredibly important. What you want to do is you even want to go look at your Google reviews, because that's pretty much a customer service list on what people like and dislike about your business. So if you take into consideration some of those suggestions about what they should and shouldn't do, you will always make sure that you never improve. And if you never take these suggestions into consideration, you never hear what your customers want, and then customers will stop buying from you because they know that you really don't care about whatever it is that they want inside the store. So a lot of you guys started dispensaries so then you could be your own boss. Ironically enough, when you start your own business, all of your customers are your bosses. So obviously you can't do everything that your customers say, but a surefire way that your store goes completely under is that you never take into consideration customer suggestions, and then you'll never grow. Number 10 is that you want to make sure that you don't have any product experience and you don't have any product knowledge and you have no clue what you're talking about. If you go look in your store, you should see how many people go up to the bud tenders and ask questions about the products that they need to buy. Whether there's a festival coming up, whether they're slightly more anxious, whether they want some product to sleep or whatever it is, whether they say they can't smoke and want some edibles, make sure you tell them the absolutely wrong thing. Make sure that you go in and you say, yeah, you know, if you want this for a festival, you should have this product that will make you fall asleep or whatever it is, right? And what ends up happening there is that because you have no product experience, you have no product knowledge, you can't guide your customers to the right thing, what ends up happening is that you're completely screwed. So if you want a complete surefire way to absolutely destroy your dispensary, make sure you know nothing about your products, you know nothing about what you're selling, and you just put the products out there and you just kind of hope and see, be like, you know, okay, sure. Like maybe this will work, maybe this won't work. So in summary, if you want to absolutely destroy your dispensary, what you need to do are these 10 things. 1, you need to make sure you ignore customer service. 2, you need to make sure you absolutely don't care about your store, about the cleanliness or about the aesthetics whatsoever. 3, you need to make sure you price your products unreasonably high. 4, you need to lack variety and product availability. 5, you need to ignore your online presence. Don't care about your e-commerce. Don't care about your online menu. Don't care about anything online. 6, you need to disregard marketing and advertising. 7, you need to treat your employees poorly. 8, you need to neglect loyalty programs and incentives. 9, you need to ignore customer suggestions and feedback. 10, you need to not have any product knowledge or any product experience, so you have no clue what the heck you're selling. And that about wraps up the 10 things that you need to do in order to absolutely destroy your dispensary. So this easily could have been a video on how to make sure your dispensary thrives, but again, the negative visualization is very, very easy. So if you find yourself struggling, finding yourself thinking, what are the things I can do to absolutely destroy my store? What you then need to do is do the absolute opposite of that. So as a special thank you for watching the video all the way to the end, I have a very, very awesome, neat bonus for you. It's not even live on the website just yet, or at least I don't think so. So grab it before your competitors do. It's called the Dispensary website playbook, and in this playbook I go through a whole comprehensive step-by-step method on how you can turn your dispensary into a money-making machine. It took me a long time to write this guide, and I hope you enjoy reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it. I think it's going to be super valuable, and especially as we go into the new year, these are the things that you're going to want to do to help improve your website. So if you want to go ahead and download the playbook for yourself, just go to www, or you don't even need the www, just go to cannabudmarketing.com/website-playbook. That's /website-playbook, or just very quickly look in the link in the description below, and then the playbook download will be there for you. So that's it for me today. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Until next time, see you later.